106.7 WTLC. Had to turn the mic on for the one and only Carl Thomas in the building. Come on, make some noise, Indianapolis.
Oh wow! Don't kill me with the sonic boom.
Man, you in town tonight?
Yeah, man. Yeah, at the Vogue.
When's the last time you've been to Indy?
Man, I think last time I was here, I really. I can't remember, but I do remember being a young teenager, watching Mike Tyson get arrested. I remember that. I remember that.
Yeah. So, Carl Thomas at the Vogue tonight, man.
Yeah.
We love your music, man.
Man, thank you.
You just hit it, man. You have people going back, thinking about their relationships, thinking about, when they met, and emotional, I wish. You must know a little something about relationships to sing like that, man.
I've failed enough. I failed enough to know a little bit. No, but I think that's just my brand of legacy. When people think about my music, I want them to think about how they lived to it, how they lived through it, how it helped them approach whatever issue that I may be talking about that is relative to what they're going through.
So, since you can sing like that about relationships, you've got to know a little something. So give me the quick tip, man. What's the tip for that couple that's going through something?
Well, I will say this. I will say the older that you get, the more you start to understand. The longer you're with a person, the roles that you guys take when you first get together kind of mesh into each other, and you get to a point to where you realize where there's only evolved souls and non-evolved souls.
Love it.
Just so I think the goal is to ultimately get to that point of reckoning.
Love it, man.
Yeah.
You're breaking it down, man. You got me in here going, oh! Go ahead, Carl Thomas. Man, you used to sing around Chicago growing up, man. Tell me about that.
I mean, I actually just anywhere I could. My mom was, she was actually my first fan. My mom was my biggest and my first fan. She made sure that she baked rolls and sold rolls at church to get money for me to go to youth conventions and things like that, and she wanted me to venture outside of Illinois. That's really what she wanted for me. She wanted something bigger than my microcosm. I don't know if she wanted all this for me or not, but she wanted something bigger than what was immediately around me. And she really, we're us being products of public housing, that's not necessarily the easiest thing to accomplish. Trying to, reach out or trying to get someone to reach in, rather.
Well, it happened, man. I'm telling you, you're very successful. You met Sean, well, at the time it was Puff Daddy, right?
Actually, it's Puff Daddy right now.
Yeah. Hey, I just told a story today about him, $820 million.
I believe somewhere in that area.
How is it hanging out with Puff Daddy?
I mean, of course, there are definitely obvious things that are different, but he's really. Once you meet him one time, you just kind of keep meeting the same cat over and over again on different levels.
Love it.
So for me, as a friend, as an artist, he's the same cat. He's the same dude.
Same old Puff Daddy.
Yeah, I mean, to the people that had something to do with putting a brick in the structure, or people who supported him at a certain point in his life and career. I think that those are the people that at this phase and level that he's on, those are the people that he cherishes the most, and that he still surrounds himself with.
Love it, man.
Yeah, so the usual suspects, man.
Let's talk about Carl Thomas tonight at the Vogue.
Absolutely.
What can we expect tonight, Carl?
What I want, I'm going to do some new things, but what I'm really after, bringing nostalgia to the room. I want people to kind kind of remember what they were doing, you know, when this song was out, or when that song came out, or you know, how they were in college listening to Summer Rain or whatever it is. You know what I'm saying?
What's your favorite Carl Thomas song to sing?
My
When you know you're getting ready to sing this, you just get hyped. What's your favorite?
If I would have to pick one, it would definitely have to be Summer Rain.
Love it.
Very unique in the way that it was done. A lot of people relate to it because it's a feel-good record,
Mm-hmm.
but at the same time, what a lot of people don't know is that record keeps me touring in the Caribbean to this day. You know, it's like all the all the Caribbean countries that, you know, they like claiming me, Carl Thomas Jamaican, or whatever. You know, they like claiming me for their own. So I think that Summer Rain would have to be the one that I get excited about actually singing the most. You know, for me, it's different. It's different every night. The show isn't the same for me because the audience isn't the same.
Right.
And what they need here in Indianapolis as a music patron, they might not need in South Carolina tomorrow night, or they might not need in Los Angeles Saturday night or whatever, you know. So it's really, I don't really know what the show is going to be, what the exact order is going to be, till maybe like an hour before. But with that being said, you know, a wise man once told me, if you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready.
That's it. Well, we're ready for you tonight in Indianapolis. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for Carl Thomas. He's at the Vogue tonight. Indianapolis is waiting for you, man.
Absolutely.
And we're looking forward
I believe everything starts around 9 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't believe that this is the kind of event that you want to be fashionably late to. Sometimes that works.
Right.
Sometimes that works. You know, the movies, that might not work too well.
He's saying
Carl Thomas show, that might not work too
time.
well. You know what I mean? Fashionably late, you might want to get there, you know, and get loose and have a couple of glasses of wine before I go on. Because of course, the more you drink, the better I sound. I mean, come on.
Carl Thomas, we appreciate you, man. Tonight at the Vogue, it is going down.